Texas, our broadcast setting tonight. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game. Who will be recognized as the best of the best? Not really the start he wanted to have for his NBA career, but the season is young. He can still fight his way, guys, into the conversation.
And clearly, he's still finding his footing in the league. It hasn't been quite as smooth a start to his season as many had hoped for.
But there are reasons to be encouraged. I mean, we've seen some flashes of brilliance from him, and I imagine there's more in store.
And the starting group for the Spurs, we've got Jakob Poeltl, DeRozan out there with Gorgui Dieng. Then there's DeJounte Murray, and it's White in at the 2. And for Houston, Porter is out there with Wilson. Then it's Christian Wood. Then there's Avery Bradley, and it's Wall in at the 1. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Murray finds DeRozan. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. And the rejection by Dieng. White with it, now guarded by Bradley. White, good.
Gorgui Dieng doing a nice job getting the ball to the open teammate there. Nicely done.
Now here's Wall, who's coming off a 25-point game against Detroit. Steps back and shoots. San Antonio with the rebound. White drives in. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, strong off the dribble is Derek White. He's also a solidly built 6'4". That allows him to play through contact.
So it's the Rockets now. 6-point game. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Now here is Poeltl. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Phoenix.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night. Way out of the field, he can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Here's White. An 11-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop the sure thing slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Avery Bradley. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. DeRozan on the wing. Over Porter. Misses off the right iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Wood. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
Here is Porter following the score by DeMar DeRozan. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, here's what Houston's head coach had to say earlier. Going into the game, he knows DeMar DeRozan will go to his pet move time and time again. Coach said he's so consistent. You prepare for him to drive the ball, then pull up, but you still can't stop it in real life. So they'll just do what they do and hope that it's enough to slow him down. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Now here's Jang. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. Now Pirtle, pass to White. 6 to shoot. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Ball against Murray. And the pass to White. A beautiful reverse layup. White's got 6 points.
Aggressive move that time by White. Part of the reason he continues to gain the confidence of the coaching staff.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 4. Ball's knocked loose. Pirtle with the steal. And they're on the break. Wall with it, out guarded by Murray. And he lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's White. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. 8 points for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Ball against Murray. Ball passes to Wood. And DeRozan sends it back.
Anytime DeRozan can come up for the block, gets the whole team energized.
Pass to Pirtle. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Here is Wall. Following the score by Jakob Pirtle. Wall from the high post. He drills it.
You know, Wall's done a nice job, in my opinion, of improving his mechanics with his shot. It's not quite a pure release, but much, much better than it was a couple of seasons ago. And he's really become effective from the mid-range area.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And San Antonio called for the foul. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And free throw good from Avery Bradley. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason, or in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change, and the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. Whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
Now, here's DeRozan. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Phoenix.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
They grabbed their own miss. It's tipped.
Murray is tireless on the defensive end, and you don't want this guy guarding you because he's so pesky. What a rejection.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good for the Rockets. Olynyk, he's checked in for Wood. Gordon comes in for Bradley. And DJ Augustine subbed in for John Wall. The Spurs also with the sub. Gay's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. For San Antonio, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Murray, the pass to Mills. Gay outside. Just 5 to shoot. Tries from 10. And it's finished off inside by Pirtle.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Rockets trail by 4. Augustine with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Outside, Porter. Knocks down the 3 ball.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
Mills passes to DeRozan. Back to Mills. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. And the Spurs lead by 3.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And so here is Houston following the bucket by the Spurs. Porter dishes to Olynyk. Knocks it loose. And Pirtle sends it back.
And Pirtle deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
Here's Mills. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. DJ Augustine picks one up. And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, you know, the Australian Mills continues to prove his value. I mean, he's extremely good in the locker room. He hustles all the time. And he's a guy who earns and demands respect because of his attitude and consistency.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Daniel House is checked in for Wilson. And it's Dante Exum in for Porter.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
The first one falls. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said is you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Here's Mills after Dante Exum's bucket. Here's Gay. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shoots it up. Mills can't hit.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Now just a 1-point San Antonio lead. Here's Mills. No good there. And the Rockets take it the other way.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis. Great pass that time by DJ Augustine.
Mills passes to Vassell. Lyles with it. To the paint. Here's Gay, and finished off by Gay.
Yeah, and Gay can certainly slam it home. Got to keep this guy away from the rim, or he's going to posterize him.
Here's Gordon. His last outing, 16 points for him. He kicks it to Olynyk. He feeds it to Exum. Gordon outside. That shot is off. So the Spurs will take it the other way. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Vassell, the pass to Gay. Taken away. And here's Exum. Pass to Gordon. Puts it up from 7, and the jumper is on the mark. Gordon's got 7 points. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Houston.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
We've got 1:28 left in the first. Gordon dishes to Augustine. Now here's Gordon. He has 7 and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. San Antonio the foul.
Yeah, you know, Gordon feeds off being the aggressor. He wants to be in attack mode and really make it tough for the defender to dictate what he's going to do.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Really appreciate the all-around game of Gordon. He's an underrated defender, but a dynamic scorer.
And both free throws good for Gordon.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
Now here's Mills. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Now here's Mills. After Dante Exum's miss, hey, it's deflected. It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
29 seconds left to play in the first. Passes it to Mills. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes. Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Drills it from outside.
Boy, there's that hair trigger release on Patty Mills. No hesitation. Catch, shoot, mark it up.
A big-time effort for Eric Gordon, providing a lot of energy for Houston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Houston in the lead. On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Johnson. Trey Lyles out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's White. And it's Vassell in at the 3. Wall looking it over. 5 on the clock. Back to Olynyk. But Trey trains the three-pointer. Olynyk's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Rockets. Now Johnson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lets it go with the 3. Nice D from Wall. Rockets leading by 4. And here comes House, leading the fast break. No good with the triple. The Spurs shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Stolen by Exum. It's 2-on-1. White against Gordon. Kicks to Exum. Olynyk has the open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Vassell. A beautiful reverse layup.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Wall passes to Olynyk. Wall against White. It's Wall with the drive. Gordon outside. Rebound San Antonio. Lyles got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Johnson for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 1. White against Wall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on White. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Wood, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. DJ Wilson comes in for Daniel House. Kevin Porter's checked in for Dante Exum. And Bradley's subbed in for Eric Gordon. Murray against Wall. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, Murray showing you he can play above the rim. This guy's got major bounce as he punched that one down.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Wall against Murray. Wall, good. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
The pass to Jang. From 8. Another shot. And he banks in the layup. Jang's got his second bucket tonight.
And, you know, we all know about Jang's high motor. Defensively, you can't just let him float around the glass. You've got to get a body on him.
Fires it up. The shot by Wilson, no good. San Antonio leading. White goes in, and the layup falls. That's 10 points for Derek White.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the take. Play through the contact and score.
And so it's Houston with it. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Wood with the bucket.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's White. 10 points for him. Murray outside. Feeds it to DeRozan. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. And it goes down 2 points. Wall's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
White the pass to Jang. Wood with the block. White against Wilson. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Off target with his 3.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Houston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Bradley dishes the Wall. Shot clock at 5. That one's in, only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
You know, one of the things I like about Walton is he really takes on the defense, plays downhill. When he's driving inside, he is committed to scoring over the defense.
Back to Murray. Outside DeRozan. Over to the wing. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Over Porter. They get it back. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
You have to appreciate Jang's strength there. I mean, fights through contact for the potential and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw, good from Jang.
Well, you know, what's so impressive about Jang? Improvement in almost every category across the board, but especially hitting free throws.
Here's Wall. Wall missing again.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And it's Murray penetrating. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Hey, and White is a fighter now. When he's close inside, he's committed to going aggressively to the rack. And if he doesn't score, he at least is going to draw the foul.
For San Antonio, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. And he knocks down the first one.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too.
And both free throws good for White.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Here's Wall. And Pirtle pulls it down. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
And Jakob Pirtle, he's carved himself a good chunk of rotation minutes with how he's played.
Yeah, I love his game. I like his agility. I like his hands, his touch. I mean, he's a big, mobile guy. I think he's gotten to a good spot where he's dangerous in pick and roll action now too, Greg. A solid defender. A guy like that is always going to find minutes.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Boy, that's a signature move from DeRozan, guys. Gets up ahead of steam, then finishes strong. Boy, I like that aggressiveness.
All with it. 10 points for him. Shot to stop the... Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Here's White. From outside, off the mark. The Rockets trail. There's the triple. Wall's shot is off.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
You know, one of the biggest fears when you face a team like this with DeRozan is his ability to run the floor. And when he does that, he can hurt you on the break.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Kept alive. Here's Wilson. And the rejection by Jang. And he recovers it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on White. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Avery Bradley. And San Antonio with the change here too. Mills, he's checked in for Derek White. And so he hits both. And the Spurs with possession here. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And DeRozan, here we go. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Well, guys, we've seen DeRozan. He's got tremendous bounce, and when he's airborne, not only is he up high, he's strong while he's in the air, too. Really special.
Wall against Murray. And Wall kicks to Augustine. Pass to Porter. Shot clock at 6. They get it again. Wilson the pass to Augustine. And it's off from three-point range. Spurs leading by 4. Murray outside. Spurs passing it around. Stolen by Wilson. And now Wall running the floor all by himself. And finished off by Porter.
Yeah, you know, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there. Terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
Now here's Mills. D right on him. And Pirtle has it in the corner. Rockets with the rebound. And now here comes Augustine leading the break. The kick out to Porter. Here's Wall. 12 points for him. Outside Wilson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
No good on that one. Houston making some changes. Olenek, he's checked in for Wood. Daniel House comes in for Porter. And Gordon subbed in for John Wall. And he sinks the second. San Antonio leading. Vassell, the pass to Lyles. Here's Vassell. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix. Lyles against Olenek. Lyles no good. Outside Gordon. Kicks it out to Wilson. Plenty of space. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Wilson's got 5 points now in the quarter. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Vassell, the pass to Mills. Pass to Lyles. Shot from 12. And that one is off. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Houston Rockets. Here's Gordon. Johnson with the block. And he gets it back. Gordon inside. Covered by Mills.
Gay using his reach and bounce to perfection to block the shot.
Houston making a switch. Exum's checked in. .143 left in the first half. Passes it to Lyles. Back to Mills. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Hey, listen up now. Let me give you one word about Mills tonight. Indefatigable. That means he never runs out of energy.
Exum passes to Gordon. Back to Exum. There's the pass to Augustine. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
To the left side wing. Mills dishes to Johnson. He kicks it to Gay. Over Gordon. No good from Gay. Rockets trail. Pass to Augustine. Exum with a wide open look. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Lyles. Now here's Gay. Pass to Mills. It's deflected. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Gordon's running and taken away by Johnson.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Gordon against Johnson. Fires for 3. A shot off that time. John Wall getting it done for Houston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. John, looks like you're really in attack mode, getting into the paint to get your teammates open.
Oh, man, you see it, man. The lane is open. I'm finding my teammates, and they just get those guys open. That's one thing I said I want to work on since I've been here. I don't want to just be a myself player. I want to be a team player, and they're doing a great job of setting screens, getting me open, and I got to just keep finding them and making shots.
Take what the defense gives you. Thanks, John. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They're in better shape now than they were at one point when they trailed by 8. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, they're doing a great job of pushing the action and getting to the foul line. They aren't just pulling up for uncontested shots. They're making the defense react to them. In transition, on the dribble, and with those quick cuts, they're in attack mode. That's dangerous. To beat them, you need to force them to play more defensively.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic from Patty Mills.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Houston, Christian Wood is out there with Wilson. Then it's Porter. Then there's Bradley, and it's Wall in at the point guard.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And really making the most of his opportunities there tonight. Hasn't been the struggle we sometimes see him go through.
Murray kicks to White. Inside, Pirtle. Up and in on the layup. Pirtle's got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Second chance shot. The shot by Wilson, no good.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. Yet the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passing. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Outside, Wall. Kept alive by Houston.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Here's DeRozan. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Jang, no luck.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And here's Wall. He's got 14. The pass to Wood. Launches it. That shot misses. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. DeRozan scanning the floor. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Woods got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Porter. Bradley's got 10. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. DeRozan against Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
DeRozan always drawing fouls because he's very aggressive in taking it to the hoop.
The Spurs have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
How about this, fellas? I mean, DeRozan's aerial skills, his bounce, obvious from a very young age. His first dunk came when he was in the 6th grade, and he won the dunk contest at the high school All-American game. Major bounce.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Murray against Wall. Outside Porter for the lead. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Wall's shot is off. Spurs leading by 4. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's White. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Monday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And it's probably a welcome sight for this team, actually, to head out on the road. They played better away than at home and just have lacked the consistency on the home floor.
The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Here's Wall. The Rockets again can't hit. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. DeRozan, and the dunk by DeRozan.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
Rockets trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Wilson, a 3-ball. A rebound by the Spurs. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Murray surveying the D. Pass to DeRozan. Right wing, lock at 6. Pirtle's shot is off. And it's Bradley with the ball for the Rockets. And it's sent back by White.
White doing an excellent job coming up with the block there.
And White with the stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Olynyk, he's checked in for the Rockets. Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. And so here is Houston. It's a 10-point game. Porter passes to Olynyk. Houston moving the ball around. Wood can't hit.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
No good on that one. Bradley with some nice D. Houston's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Outside Porter. Back to Bradley. 6 to shoot. Shoots over White. They get it back. Wood. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's DeRozan, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, I don't know how many guys have bitten on DeRozan's pump fake over the years, but I do know it's a bunch of them, and because that fake is so good, it's a weapon for him.
Shoot for 2.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Gay with no one around. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Rockets trail by 10. Here's Augustine, and it's sent back by White. They recover it. The Spurs have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. A pass to Gay, hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, Rudy Gay, so good in the alley-oop situation. Bounce, and he floats as well.
And for Houston, they're shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Kicks to Exum. Back to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Over White. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Murray outside. A floater, and it's good on the way-in. Murray's got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Houston's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul.
Well, one more, and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
Augustine against Murray. Here's House. And it's D.J. Augustine with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. That'll be a 5-second call. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for him.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
House, the pass to Augustine. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got 6 rebounds in the game.
Right here.
Now here's Gay. He's covered closely. Offensive rebound. Here's Johnson. Pass to Lyles. Goes up again. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Lyles got his first points of the night.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
He was all alone on that one.
And listen, if you're 7 foot and can shoot threes, there's a place for you in today's NBA. Olynyk has that rare combination.
Olynyk against Lyles. Out to the right wing. Vassell, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've gotten.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
And the first one drops. Exum hits them both. Here's Vassell. He averages about 5 points a game. To the middle. Shot's good by Lyles. Lyles got 4 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And it's blocked, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
Let's take a moment now, Kevin, to see how the Spurs are doing in the NBA statisticals currently.
And you go back to their ranking in opponents' points per game. Teams just can't seem to put runs together against them. You get a bucket here, a bucket there, but that defense, it just wears on you.
Kevin Porter's checked in for Exum.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 9. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Mills passes to Lyles. Down low. And the dunk by Lyles.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Gordon kicks to Augustine. Outside Porter. For 3, Gordon. And Pirtle pulls it down. Spurs leading by 17. Here's Gay. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You got to stay physical and stay aggressive if you're Rudy Gay. Force the defense to make some mistakes.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That's good from Gay. Wood, he's checked in for Danuel House. Gay hits them both.
Yeah, you know, when I covered Gay when he was in college at UConn, he was an outstanding player in the Big East, and it was pretty clear he had a bright future in the NBA in front of him, too.
In transition, here come the Spurs. Vassell, the pass to Mills. There's 1:40 left to play in the third. Here's Vassell, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. DJ Augustine picks one up. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. Now a timeout called by Houston.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls. Checking out the numbers for Pirtle. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging 9 points per game, 15 rebounds, and almost 3.5 blocks. And he's such a big presence for them on the inside.
Yeah, whether it's sending shots back airmail or cleaning the glass, he's the total package.
And it's Gordon missing.
The tough shots aren't going down for him right now, but neither are the easy ones. I mean, he's got to find the rhythm somehow.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Augustine. Here's Vassell, makes it off the glass. Vassell's got 6 here in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness if they get worse from here.
Now here's Gordon. Defense right on him. To the inside. Wood kicks to Porter. 6 to shoot. And that time, also a missed shot.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Gay is just so crafty inside, forcing the defense to hit him in the paint.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And the Rockets making a change here. Wilson's checked in. And both free throws good for Gay. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. It's stolen by Lyles. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Now here's Wall. He's tightly guarded. 3-pointer Augustine. The shot, no good. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Spurs running away with it. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for San Antonio, we've got Trey Lyles, and it's Reynolds in at the small forward. Outside, Walker. To the paint, here's Lyles. Wilson with the block, and he's able to get it back. Lyles no good.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And for Houston, they're shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Wall, count that one. Wall's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Houston.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
Top of the key, Lyles. Well, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, smartphone, or your computer. Offensive rebound. Got a piece of it, and he recovers it. Clock at 6, and another shot. And finally they hit one.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Walker against Wall. Here's Bates Diop, and it's denied. And they get it back. Goes back up, and he connects with the jumper.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Wall passes to Wilson. Over in the corner, Brown. Rebounded by the Spurs. Walker in the corner. The three. He can't hit that time. The Rockets go the other way with it. Wilson kicks to Brown. And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. That one goes. Count it.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Spurs leading by 23. Here's Vassell. Murray right side. The Spurs rebound. Bertle, the pass to Vassell. He gets it in there.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Porter against DeRozan. Passes to Jang. This one for three. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 6th rebound on the night. Wall, that's good. Wall's got 20.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Clearly going to take a lot of work, no doubt about that, but it's not impossible. You need plays at both ends of the floor, and you got to have a bunch of them.
And it's good for 2. And the Spurs lead by 21.
You know, that's one thing, guys, Murray's never afraid to do. Lean in, draw contact, and put the defender in a bind.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Rockets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Houston moving it around. Here's Wood, and Pirtle sends it back. Porter against DeRozan. To the inside. Here's Jang. Wilson with the block. And he gets it back. And Jang gets it to go. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. The kick out to Porter. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now Murray. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt, and they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest. But by the same token, you know, if I get $200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Offensive rebound. And there's the pass to Vassell. Murray outside. Back to Jang. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside DeRozan. Pirtle trying to get open. With the clock winding down, and the dunk by Pirtle.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds because of his size, but just as important, his timing.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Jakob Pirtle.
And he's been out there doing his thing, just dominating on the glass. There aren't many players who put more into their rebounding than he does. And we saw that again tonight. Nobody could match his effort on the board.
White, he's checked in for San Antonio.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
White the pass to Jang. And he converts the layup. Jang's got 4 this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
All with it, now guarded by...
Oh, yes, sir! Yes, sir, my goodness.
Such a shrewd playmaker. Love watching Wall break down the defense in the pick and roll.
Outside DeRozan. Back to Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And it's been said that history is written by the victors. It certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA, in basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them.
How about this little nugget, guys? When Murray earned all defensive second-team honors in his rookie year, he became the youngest player in NBA history to make the all-defense team.
Here's Wall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And that one falls for John Wall.
Hard not to appreciate the brilliance of Wall. I mean, a super fast, quick player, a guy who runs the offense exceedingly well.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And last season we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce a target scorer, Greg, to end the game and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained, and I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in, and I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. Rockets trail by 21. Porter in the corner. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Free throw good. Porter and Kevin Porter Jr. All the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
Well, I like the concentration and focus of White as he knows he's going to get contact and he's able to score through it.
Greg, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now, when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend.
Mind the lane.
And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. Wall against Murray. Porter in the corner. Offensive rebound. Wilson. Nice D from DeRozan.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Rockets. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Bradley passes to Wall. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. White the pass to Murray. Pirtle kicks to White. Murray against Wilson. Murray, no good. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Bradley, no one around him. Kept alive by Houston.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
White the pass to DeRozan. Got it. Good job in the low post. And it's now 26 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Boy, he's upped his intensity really in a big way tonight. No stopping him now.
And for Houston, they're shooting about 43% here in the 4th quarter. And a wide open look for Porter. The Rockets again can't hit.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
And there's Murray on the assist by Jang.
Tell you what, guys, you've got to be more aware of Murray there. When he's aggressive like that, he can cause problems.
Murray against Wall. And he can't bank that one in. San Antonio's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. White to the right side. And Zhang kicks to White. Back to Jang. Jacks up a three. Nice D from Porter. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for San Antonio.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And talk about putting pressure on your opponent. Tonight's win will move their record to 2-0 in the season series, with 2 left to be played against the Rockets.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was from Derek White.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
DeRozan for 3. It's hauled in by Wood, and Derek White picks up the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, the good news, though, is they've already got the win wrapped up. He might as well sit back and enjoy this one.
So it's the Rockets now. And stolen by Murray. Pass to Reynolds. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, we know this team has offensive options, but it looks like there's great confidence defensively now.
Yeah, we have to. That's what we got to do. If we play defense, we know we can score the basketball whenever we want. We just got to get stopped.
Very impressive, DeMar. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.